beautiful now. I see love. I see love around me. From a river to a flood.
Sup everyone, Dontadon 2015 here, and welcome to another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here since the beginning, all I can say is, thanks. And now, let's start the video.
Till I die, rockin' that wine and gold till I die. Till I die, in the hood I'm good till I die. CLE till I die. Everywhere I go putting on.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Boston Celtics. Well, for Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. All right, looking at Jared Sullinger. Came into the league and most thought he would just be a role player, but Kenny, he's shown that when he's healthy, he's on the floor, he can be a significant contributor on offense.
Well, you know, the role player word is little misused because everyone has a role. Some guys score more, some guys rebound more, some guys assist more.
Some guys talk more.
And some guys talk more. And he's added a three-pointer to his game, so that gives him a bigger role, more impact. But you just got to be careful around this guy because you really can, if you're not defending him correctly, he can get 15 or 20 points pretty easily.
Ernie, hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but this guy has a back advantage over all the players. He uses his backside very well. Defense, he makes him go where he wants him to go.
I've just been told you can't say that as we turn it over to Kevin Harlan.
Back advantage.
I was...
We are live, the home of the Trailblazers in beautiful Portland, Oregon. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Bradley and Turner filling out the perimeter. David Lee is out there with Zeller, and it's Smart in at the point guard position.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
That's good. And Portland has possession.
You know, one of the things, guys, that impressed me about the Celtics was the number of assists they had. I mean, they really focused on moving the ball. And when you do that and you have shot makers, the assists pile up.
Oh, good D, but better O. It's almost as if they're just standing there.
Well said. Well, for the most part, they were just standing still, Clark.
Yeah. And you know what, Kevin? He's not the most explosive player on the court, but if you give him a clear lane to the basket, he'll punch it on you.
And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul. With the Celtics and their assists, they were second in the league in potential assists per game. meaning shots they missed that if they made would have been assists.
And that is a good thing, if you weren't sure. I mean, they were sandwiched between the Hawks and Warriors in that category. Pretty good company to be in. So they move the ball well. They just need to get a little more consistent at knocking down open shots.
And that's going to be a travel. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Terry Stotts.
He said one of the key points for them defensively will be limiting the production of David Lee, adding, he's a guy who can score inside and out, plays with great energy, and his passing really opens up their whole offense. We've got to keep him off the glass and always see ball and man when he's got it. Basketball 101, Kevin. We'll see if they can execute.
Thank you, Doris. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Smart. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
We've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips, but those turnovers could have been avoided. Careless mistakes.
Absolutely. They have got to get a tighter handle on the ball.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play. When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Turner, and the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, out of the break, guys, he's managed to turn it over twice now, and that doesn't bode well for the rest of the quarter if he doesn't shake out of it and tighten things up.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Bradley against Henderson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with Gerald Henderson Jr., what you see is what you get. A solid player, good athleticism, but he doesn't really specialize, Clark, in any one thing.
Well said, Kevin. Right on the mark with that. He came into the league as a jack-of-all-trades kind of guy. Skills were somewhat unrefined, and that's sort of where he is today. He is who he is.
And going back to Henderson, he has the raw tools and intelligence to be a good scorer, but limited range and ball handling skills have put a cap on his development. Plus, he kind of lacks a go-to scorer's mentality.
He hits the second from the line.
And, of course, Gerald Henderson Jr.'s dad was a solid NBA player in his own right. Never made an all-star team, but was a 3-time NBA champion. And ultimately, that's what counts.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And Lillard kicks to Plumlee. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. The Celtics have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And David Lee missing time early last season with that hamstring injury also opened the door up for Draymond Green to kind of take that starting power forward role. And give Lee credit, though. Didn't sulk, just threw himself into his new role as a super sub.
No good on that one. Greg, you're talking about David Lee, the 2-time All-Star. Pretty much a starter most of his career, though. A big change, Clark, as he came off the bench this past season after he was injured in the preseason.
Yeah, you know, you think about his game, though, Kevin. Highly skilled, mobile, smart, gives you energy and scoring. I think he's ideal coming off the bench.
Well, David Lee with the Golden State Warriors began his career with the New York Knicks. We're talking about him and his play, and it's sometimes hard to get a good compass on what kind of player he is.
Yeah, you know, he was drafted 30th when he came out and certainly played above that draft slot. Then when he re-upped for the 6 years, $80 million, people started to wonder if he was able to play to that value.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Trailblazers leading by 4.
And getting back to David Lee, before the big contract, he was putting up some huge lines. I mean, he was the first Knick to go 30 and 20 in a game since the great Patrick Ewing. And he became the first NBA player to record at least 35 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists since Kareem back in 1976.
Now Lillard, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. Now here's Aminu. Defense is right there, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Turner.
And, you know, back to David Lee, we all know about his struggles with the Warriors, and many had written him off completely, but then at the end of last season, he showed that he still has the energy and skills to contribute if given minutes.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Portland?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. You know, guys, Al-Farouq Aminu, so highly regarded coming out of college, still really finding his way around the NBA. But this last season with Dallas, he may have found his niche in this league.
That's a great point, Kevin. A guy who can give you a lot of things, rebounding, defense, hustle points. But he's already played on a number of teams in his young career because he's still trying to, as you put it, find that niche. Maybe he's finally developed who he is.
Celtics trail by 6. Bradley drives in. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those plans.
Now here's Henderson. Plenty of space. Aminu misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Turner. Lillard with the rebound.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Henderson, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Shoots from the right block. Aminu with the bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard, the pass to Davis. To the right side. A baseline J, and he connects. With the jumper. Aminu's got 6.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And he clearly doesn't like what's going on out there right now.
Would you? How could he like what's happening? Really had to take a timeout there and try to figure out a way to derail their momentum.
Celtics trail by 10. Smart with the ball. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Evan Turner. The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Smart with the ball. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. McCollum's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. Now here's Smart, covered by Lillard. Smart misses. Trailblazers leading by 7. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got 6.
And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Plumlee, no luck. Celtics trail by 7. And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Here's Davis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. 8 points for him.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Dishes to Zeller. Here's Smart. Second shot opportunity. And it's laid up and in by Lee.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Henderson, no good.
He has got a lot of confidence in his game. You have to if you think you can knock one down from there.
Yeah, I think he maybe needs some time for some direct admonishment.
Now, here's Lillard after the miss from Evan Turner. And that one's good by Henderson.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Lee. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Here's Bradley. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And the Celtics with possession here. The Trailblazers knocking down the tray. Feeds it to Smart. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. A different look now for Portland. Kaman comes in for Mason Plumlee. And it's Myers Leonard in for Davis. It's Sullinger with the drive. Here's Jerebko. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And the officials call a traveling violation. Celtics trail by 6. And here is Thomas. Sullinger outside. And it's Boston with another.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Oh, my goodness. That's like temporary insanity right there.
Do you think he realizes we've actually got a game, a serious game taking place here? I have my doubts, partner.
That's his first personal foul.
Portland on defense. They lead by 4. Lets it fly from 18. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And Chris Kaman, guys, signing with the Blazers last season, He's had big contracts before, but told his agent, hey, let's focus on getting a winning situation.
Now here's Thomas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Rebounded by McCollum.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Here's Lillard. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. And it's 8 points for Damian Lillard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Crowder kicks to Jerebko. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Boston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. A minute 50 left in the first quarter. Henderson, no one around him. The Trailblazers rebound. Kaman. Up and in on the layup. Kaman's got his first basket.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And Thomas, here we go. Misses in close. Portland leading by 3. Here's McCollum. Crowder pulls it in.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Gerald Henderson is going to pick up that foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that sprint that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big 3 out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And both free throws good from Crowder.
Looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. .103 left here in the first quarter. And the basket by Olynyk.
When you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
Here's Thomas. Chris Kaman making his last shot. Now here's Thomas. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Olynyk can't hit.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, no team able to build a big lead early on. I mean, it's tight.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Count the bucket.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
At first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Now Crowder, back to Thomas. No one near him. No good. McCollum. Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Oh, my goodness. That one got me out of my seat. Unbelievable long-range shot.
And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just embraced it, for my entire life. Just, you wouldn't know if something was going on in my life or not, because as long as I'm taking care of business and doing what I need to be doing, that's all that matters.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes, and early on they've been able to do that here in the first.
And guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Al-Farouq Amino is out there with Van, and it's Leonard in at center. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And that one's good. Amino's got 8 points.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And it's Bradley off the drive. Here's Crowder. And it's good off the back rim and in. He has 6.
Well, I like the way he orchestrated in tight that time, fellas.
Portland did a lot of things right last year in their 51-win season. The one constant for them was how they, Greg, played defense.
Kevin, they were good all season long in terms of staying focused on that side of the ball. Really made sure to challenge every shot, and with their length and reach, they should be a factor defensively.
The shot by Vonleh, no good. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Bradley. No luck. Now Portland takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Leonard. And Jared Sullinger pulls it down.
Yeah, as you said, Portland challenged every shot last season. They were a top 10 team in limiting opponents' shooting percentage. They were also best in the league in limiting three-pointers.
Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Deflects the pass. It's Bradley on the wing. And the rejection by Leonard. And he gets it back. Back to Bradley. Tries again. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Bradley's got it all tied up now for the Celtics. And Portland has possession.
There are a lot of different approaches on defense. Portland challenged shots and didn't make risky plays. They were last in turnovers forced last year, but overall, they had a strong defense.
Now, here's Thomas, and it's Bradley off the drive. That shot's off. He's made half and missed half of his 8 shots. Vonleh dishes to McCollum. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Wonderful look now for Portland. Plumlee, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Henderson for Lillard. Then for the Celtics, Tyler Zeller comes in for Sullinger. And Turner subbed in for Jay Crowder.
And guys, C.J. McCollum is a scoring-minded combo guard out of Lehigh. Was taken with the 10th pick back in 2013 and still looking to make a big impact in the NBA.
And he makes the first. Well, McCollum has struggled with injury. He's broken a bone in each of the last 3 seasons dating back to college at Lehigh.
Yeah, and if he can stay healthy, I think he's got a bright future. He had a broken finger last season, and he broke his foot twice in the seasons prior, Kevin, just to embellish the injury situation. But he's got some ability.
Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Bradley. 9 points in the game so far. That's good.
For 3.
And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for them last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
Now Thomas, after the missed 3 by Gerald Henderson. There's the foul. It'll go on Ed Davis.
That's his first personal foul.
Celtics making a switch here. Smart's checked in.
Smart.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Smart's got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. Trailblazers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. That one rolling around and rims out. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Here's Turner. But they'll get another chance. And a wide open look for Zeller. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Here's Henderson. He's got 8. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Now here's McCollum. And stolen by Zeller. Here's Johnson. That's tipped. Davis with it. The pass to Henderson. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the Celtics. Zeller's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Thomas. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
And they've made an effort to get to the line here in the first half, guys, and it's starting to pay off.
They're crashing the offensive glass hard, too. I mean, they've dropped in several second-chance baskets.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for Portland. And a change for the Celtics. Lee's checked in. Both free throws good from Isaiah Thomas.
They didn't shoot it particularly well from the line in the first quarter. They're doing better right now.
Lillard, the pass to Vonleh. They need this. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 6. Smart misses.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
McCollum, no good.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
There's the feed to Lee. They get it back. Here's Thomas. Good work defensively by Lillard.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. To the inside, Turner. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And now Portland on the break. And they take the lead. And that's 10 points for Noah Vonleh.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Plumlee with the steal. Pass to Vonleh. It's tipped. Puts one up from 19. And the basket by McCollum. And it's a 3-point Portland lead.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
No good from Lee.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
And the basket good. 10 points for Damian Lillard.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Thomas kicks to Zeller. Plumlee with the steal. Inside. Fades. Here's Vonleh. They shoot again. And there's the nice layup by Plumlee. And the Trailblazers lead by 7.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Vonleh, after Marcus Smart missing on that last three-pointer. But they recover it. Davis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Here's Thomas. 6 points for him. Now a timeout called by Boston.
One thing about Ed Davis, guys, he has the physical tools to succeed. The agility of a gazelle and the wingspan of a condor or pterodactyl.
You know, Greg, getting back to Ed Davis, his abilities go beyond physical attributes, strong intangibles. Roy Williams always used to talk about him like this, high basketball IQ.
Yeah, second-generation NBA player. His father, Terry, played a long time. He's humble, he's hungry, and motivated. So a lot of key characteristics, I think, in the success of most players he displays here early in his career.
Kamen's checked in for Portland. Aminu comes in for Noah Vonleh, and then for Boston. Olenek, he's checked in for Zeller, and Jerebko is subbed in for Evan Turner. Shot to stop the drought. Nice shot by Smart.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Thomas dishes to Lee. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Yes.
Thomas got 6 assists in the game.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Celtics trail by 5. Over to the left wing. Smart wide open. He fires. The three-pointer no good. And for Portland, they're shooting in the second quarter 46%. Lillard from outside. Rebound by Olenek. Olenek's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Lee. And he banks in the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Kaman after the miss from Mason Plumlee.
That is jump ball.
Austin with the ball. Trailblazers leading by 3. Lee with the block. They recover it. That doesn't go in either for Plumlee.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Plumlee's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Celtics trail by 5. Smart passes to Thomas. To the right side. The open shot by Smart. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. 11 points for Marcus Smart.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Aminu misses. Boston's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Outside for Thomas. Down low. Lee. Back to Thomas. Nice ball movement by Boston. Yarebko. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Mason Plumlee will really put it on you. Tough, hard-nosed player. Has the size to bang and the athleticism, GA, to run the court.
And it's interesting, Kevin. His game translated better as a professional than maybe as a collegiate. I mean, he's a guy that's a lunch pail kind of player. Rolls up his sleeves, focuses in, and willing to do the dirty work.
Excellent point about the comparison college to pro. I think you're right on. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And, you know, back to Plumlee, he showed steady improvement last season, improved statistically in just about every category over his rookie year. If he could become a little less mechanical with his post game, I think he could even go higher.
Trailblazers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. Sellinger's checked in for Boston. Crowder comes in for Smart. Celtics trail by 5.
You know, one thing about Plumlee, going back, he's been a tremendous rebounder. He can shoot over 60% from the field for you. However, he was a terrible free throw shooter last season, under 50%, which caused at least a couple teams to employ a little hack-a-Mason strategy.
Here's Leonard. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
Leonard's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. And here's Crowder. He has 6. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Kaman's got his 5th rebound in this one. McCollum with the ball. Now Thomas defending.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now here's Thomas. He's got 8. And the shot's good from Crowder.
Assisted, Isaiah Thomas.
1:10 left here in the second. McCollum kicks to Leonard. Olynyk with the steal. Deflects the pass. Outside Thomas. Here's Yarebko. He's covered by Aminu. No one near him. Here's Olynyk. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And, you know, that's not the kind of percentage any player wants to see next to his name at the end of the season.
And the thing with Kelly Olynyk, he does some stuff that really helps you, and some also that will hurt. I mean, he's highly skilled. He's got the deep range, textbook positioning in terms of the post. A lot of tricky moves down there. Yet he has a hard time being effective against great athletes, which the NBA is filled with. So he's going to have to evolve as a basketball player if he wants to be effective.
Now Bradley, following the three-point attempt by Chris Kaman. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
That's good from Kaman on the assist by Henderson. Henderson's got his 4th assist in this one.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Bradley with the ball. Lillard picks him up. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Bradley. A floater. Chris Kaman pulls it in.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Crowder. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game.